I am so excited. This is part one of my Project Wilna series, where I'm going to take her projects and put my twist on it. Here is the project I'm going to use today, and believe me, it will be nothing like it. But what I really liked about it is the flowers, the techniques used on the flowers, and the sort of chalkboard effect. So that is what I'm going to take from this layout. So what I'm going to start with is taking some old cardstock scraps and just cutting out shapes, flowers and leaves in different shapes and sizes. Here I just scribbled down. I realized it was easier to cut out the flowers if I knew how they looked. We learn as we go. So that is what I'm going to do. Here I cut up a bunch of them, and what I'm going to do is just start painting them with white acrylic paint because there are so many different colors. So that is what I'm going to start with. So here we go. And yeah, just when you have paint them, move them, because otherwise they will stick down in their own sort of paint. So that is a tip I learned. We learn as we go. It doesn't have to be a very a thick coat either, just to have something to tone down the colors before we go into next step, which is this. I mixed yellow and pink acrylic paint with modeling paste. The modeling paste is because I want a bit thicker. This acrylic paint I have is really thin. So I put it on thick. I don't mix the paint properly, you see there. This will also create more interest in the page, on the flowers too. So some will be more of this sort of apricot color or peach color, some will be more pink, and some will be more yellow. And I really like that. And of course the modeling paste will make them look more, have more texture on them. Otherwise it will be very flat. So I'm just going to have some more in here. So yeah, just mixing it around. I did the same thing with the leaves, but the leaves colors I mixed green with a bit of yellow to get that really bright sort of spring green color. And we're going to start on the background, and I'm just going to take plain white acrylic paint in black and going to paint the whole cardstock. I'm not going to paint the edges because I want you to see that this has been painted, so I'm going to leave like a border around the page. It went really quickly, so that's good. You see, really quickly, just like that. So what I'm going to do now when the page is completely covered, I'm going to take more paint and sort of lay it on more heavily so you get more texture on it. Will make more interest and yeah, and go in tone with the flowers. So here is my photo. It's from when I was in school, and well, it was sort of a photo I had of myself. So I'm just going to lay down the flowers sort of to see how I want them. On the Wilna's page, you can see she had like one part of the page is chalkboard, then we have the flowers, and then she had a photo. I'm not going to do that. My sort of idea is that I want it to be sort of a round frame or something about. Here is just a plain white cardstock that I put stickles on quite a lot, and that will make it look like sort of a glitter paper, but none of the glitter will ever fall off. So I'm just going to put that in really slim triangle, so it looks sort of like rose thorns or something. To bring in more of that sort of pink and get a bit more color in this, I'm just going to mat my photo on a pink cardstock. Very thin, but this I'm really happy I did this. It makes the page more fun, I think. I'm just going to put that down, and I'm just going to use my hot glue. It's faster and everything. The bad thing about the hot glue, you get that sort of strings everywhere, but yeah. So tucking the flowers in, I want texture. I want you to feel that this is summer and fun, and even though it's a very black page, I don't feel it to be a heavy page. So yeah, but the leaves will make a big difference. I also cut these really tiny little flowers and painted them in a very light pink, just to give it some more interest. Um, the more sort of elements you have, the more interest you will have. The leaves I'm putting down here is very vibrant, and I love that. I think it fits perfectly, and the page is it wouldn't have the same feel without these leaves in that color. So very happy about them. So putting them down. Oh my gosh. Okay. Yeah, there was some strings there. And if you want to try this at home or try it on your own, when you put down the little thorns, be careful because it's not a lot of space to put the glue so you don't get too burned. I speak from experience. Yep. I really like the thorn element of this, the little glitter. It makes the page pop even more. Because I didn't want this to be too dark, and I feel with these, the flowers, the colors, the thorns, everything, I'm really happy with it. So I'm just going to put them everywhere and just put them down, in flowers, over flowers, everywhere. And it's so easy to make. Yeah. And the thing is, when you cut the flowers, they don't have to look good, because no one will notice if the flower looks good, right? So here I'm just going to take a journal in a white gel pen, and that will also give that, sort of chalkboard look. So the big difference here from Wilna's page is, well, partly the layout or composition of the layout, but also the things I struggle with here is I don't have her cut files. I don't have a silhouette cutting machine, so that is sort of, I have to do, it takes a bit longer, but hey, I don't mind. So I think that was, but I took the elements of her page, I took those I really loved and I made it my own, and nobody would ever come up and say this page is something that Wilna did, because it's my page and it's not perfect in any way, but I really love it. So I'm very happy with it. And yeah. And here is the finished page. So this is how it looks. I'm so happy with it, and I can't wait to share with you the other pages I have made in this project. All of the photos, all of the information and links will be down below to my blog, and thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you soon.